I read a number of years back about a tourist attraction in Israel on the shores of the Sea of Galilee, to be specific. And what you do is you go down to this place, and they have these floating platforms just under the surface. And you go walk out on this, and then you have pictures taken of you walking on water, just like Jesus did. Only you're not really walking on water, we know that. You're walking on boards. Now, only two people in scriptures walked on water. Jesus walked out to meet the boat, and Peter stepped out of the boat. Matthew 14, verse 21. Come, he said. Then Peter got down out of the boat, walked on the water, and came toward Jesus. Now, I can certainly see the attraction of going and having a picture of you taken walking on water. We'd all like to be able to do the things that Christ did. We'd like to be able to walk on water, heal the lame, cast out demons. We can't. Think how wonderful all of that would feel. Think, you're going through the neighborhood. Everybody who's sick is now well. But that's not within our power. Christ didn't do these things like that to be copied by us. What he did that he wants us to copy is maybe far more difficult. Christ showed love toward his enemies. On the cross, as he hung there in excruciating pain, he forgave those who, he says, didn't know what they were doing. Christ knew what was in the hearts of all of those people he come up against. He knew what they were thinking. He knew who they really were. We think, we know, but are proven wrong in so many ways when we try to read minds as Christ could do. What Christ wants us to copy from his life is the way he treated those around him. He wants us to remember that we are to love our neighbors. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. He wants us to treat those around us the way he would treat them. You should remember, a Pharisee came to Jesus and he said, well, who are my neighbors? Who is my neighbor? Jesus went on to tell the parable of the Good Samaritan. That's one example of what he wants us to copy. Not the miracles. We can't do those by ourselves. But the daily touch of God's hand on the lives of those who surround us. The forgiveness, the love, the example of our Savior reaching out to them to draw them to him.